What's up, guys? This is Adam back with Adam Reviews. Today I wanted to show you another huge move that I got on the DAX30. So that's going to be the German 30, which is basically the equivalent of the US 30, but just for German companies. I was able to catch 600 pips on the DAX30 on the 1 minute chart. This big move happened in less than an hour, and I found this using Kangaroo tails. Now, if you haven't heard about Kangaroo tails, make sure to go to my website, kangarooguide.com. Put in your email, and for free, I'm going to give you access to my membership site, which has a bunch of tutorials and stuff on trading, as well as a 100% free guide on Kangaroo tails and how to trade them, how to trade indices with Kangaroo tails, how to trade forex with Kangaroo tails. So make sure to check that out if you haven't checked it out. But I'm gonna actually go in here to my computer and show you, this was about a week ago, so I kind of got behind with my videos because I'm catching these, basically every day that I trade. So I have a bunch of videos, but like yesterday, for example, I caught 1500 pips on US 30, so I'll have another video coming out on that. But for right now, I just want to show you this one that I caught a week ago where I got 600 pips in less than an hour on the DAX30. So let's go into my computer and check this out real quick. This is going to be like 6 times faster than usual, just so that you don't have to sit here for the whole hour and stare at the chart. I just want to show you the highlight of it. So it's going to be really quick. So it's going to be, this is basically at 600% speed, and we'll just check this out and I'll show you what happened here. But basically, if you go over here, you can see where the Kangaroo tail printed here. It was at the top of a zone, and you could see that there was a lot of room to the left, and I figured, hey, the risk to reward is pretty good here. I can risk only 1 to 2% of my account and have a potential big payoff here. So it's as simple as this. So you can see the Kangaroo tail printed. I got in a little bit low. I wanted to make sure that it went, and I could see that there was a clear reversal going on. Okay, so this will really only take about 5 minutes to watch this. So we'll go through here. So I could see it was possibly coming back up to where my stop loss was, but so right now we're down about 100 pips. This was a 5 minute chart. It's good to look once you, especially, when you're in a trade, kind of watch the 5 minute and the 1 minute and also the 15 minute, and you'll kind of get a better idea of if it's going to go in the direction that you want it to go in, okay? So it starts going back down here. It passes across where we bought, or where we sold it. You can see that the reversal is starting to happen here. We're up 100 pips at this point. And this is, a lot of times when you watch this stuff, you'll see, a lot of trainings and stuff. They'll have like 10 different things that you're trying to gauge. And this is just so much simpler for me as a fairly new trader to do it this way, just to have this indicator. Make sure that the indicator, when it shows itself, that it's you're following all the rules, because sometimes there's certain rules that you have to follow where, okay, we're up over 200 pips, but yeah, there's basic rules that you have to follow. So for a lot of these that have printed, they wouldn't have been good Kangaroo tails to take, but this one was just the perfect Kangaroo tail at the top there. We're up over 260 pips now. I don't want to have to go off 10 things. I want to go off like 1 or 2 things, I want to make it as simple as possible for everybody. We're up over 400 pips. And I'm just catching these moves every day like this, guys. So I did set my stop loss to break even. Okay, I could see that a Kangaroo tail was starting to print on the bottom on another one of these, because a lot of times these will kind of line up. A lot of them they'll be pretty similar. Like the Dow Jones 30, the NASDAQ 100, the DAX 30, S&P 500. A lot of them kind of move in very similar patterns. Like if one's going up, the other one's going up. If the other one's going down, the other one's going down. They're not exactly the same, but it's very similar. So you can kind of, if one starts, you can kind of use each of them against each other kind of thing, and see if, if you're getting a Kangaroo tail on one saying it's going to go back up, you might want to get out of your trade if you did a sell. You know what I'm saying? And I also like to keep an eye on the stocks that are in the, for example, the Dow Jones 30. So I'll watch like the bigger ones like Apple and Boeing, Intel, that kind of stuff. We're hitting over 500 pips now, 600 pips. It's pretty exciting. It's just a really big move in a very short amount of time. I mean, it does take like, it did take like an hour, but you know, to get 600 pips, that's pretty good. So I moved my stop loss down here because I wanted to secure some pips. And I kind of like to do this trailing stop loss thing. I'll just do it manually, you know, but I like to keep it open a lot of times so that I can get a potential big move. But I did bring it down because I figured, you know, at this point I want to secure these profits. I want at least, you know, 600 pips. At that point it must have been, you know, about 400 pips, 500 pips. Starting to come close to it. Okay, we're up over 700 pips almost, and then it went back up. And I thought it was just gonna keep tanking it, and I didn't really know for sure, but I wanted to secure the pips, so I potentially could have not moved the stop loss down as early as I did, but that's just a lot of pips. And I could have went out right here, definitely, but I've been trying to get really big moves because I've been getting so many big moves. I just want to keep topping my last one, you know. And I could see that there is some potential reversal happening here because it is on an overall uptrend, as you can see. This is the 5-minute chart actually where we're watching this. Okay, and at this point I was like, alright, it's going down past 800 pips. It's a pretty good move. Actually, it's a really good move. So I just brought that down to, as you can see, 600 pips. I think it's like 608 pips. And then it just turns around. And at 608 pips, it closes out. But still, that's a very, very good move, guys. Very good move. Guys, that's how easy it can be to trade the DAX30 with Kangaroo tails. So if you're looking for an easy, simple strategy, whether you're a beginner, an intermediate trader, or an advanced trader, this strategy works from what I've found, and the people that I follow and the people that I've worked with have found and had really good success with this. And ever since I started trading, this is the best strategy that I've found, the easiest strategy, and it's the most accurate. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure to go to my website, kangarooguide.com, get access for 100% free to that guide, where I'll show you in like 40 minutes, I'll show you exactly how to trade these kangaroo tails. I'll show you how often this works, how easy this is. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure to go to my website. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys take advantage of this strategy because it's so simple, and I'm giving this strategy away for 100% free. So thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys on the other side.